But anyways, these are my modest proposals for President Obama. Number one, bring back the draft, but only draft the children of the top 5% wage earners in this country. I am convinced if they have to send their own kids off to war, there won't be any wars. Proposal number 2 to President Obama. Please sign into law the John Conyers universal health care legislation, H.R. 676. The Obama health plan is no good. The McCain health plan is really, really no good. So you have essentially the evil of the lesser of two evils here, as I used to say, the evil of two lessers. But that's okay. Barack Obama, you can't expect any one individual to have it right on everything. Proposal number 3 to President Obama: ban high-fructose corn syrup. And I will be the poster boy of that campaign. Number 4, there are 1 billion people on this planet that do not have access to clean drinking water. Let's build wells in the third world. Let's build them and build them now. President Obama, it costs $10 per person in these villages to build a well. That's it. $10 a person. 1 billion people, $10 billion. We're going to spend $12 billion on Iraq in this month alone. $12 billion. 1 month of Iraq, and the entire world can have clean drinking water. What is our problem? President Obama, proposal number 5. Do you realize that if you make over $102,000 a year, most of you don't probably fit into that category, and the ones who do, we're not applauding the earlier thing about drafting your kids. But if you make over $102,000 a year, do you realize that those who are in that category do not pay one dime of Social Security tax on any money they earn over $102,000? Do you realize that? Did you know that? So like on your pay stub where it shows how much was deducted from your paycheck, and what is it? It's like 6.5. What is it? 6.7, 6. Whatever it is, you know what it is. It's essentially. My point is, whether you earn $30,000 a year, or $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year, there's a flat tax on you for Social Security that's taken out, no deductions from it. You pay it straight, and that's it, right? But there's not a flat tax on anybody who earns more than $102,000. They pay 0% on the income over $102,000. Why shouldn't they have to pay the same 6.5 to 7% rate that you have to pay on 100% of your income? They should have to pay it on 100% of their income. Isn't that the fair thing? I mean, so Senator Dodd, his staff did the math on this. Do you realize that if tomorrow, if everyone in America just had to pay the same percent of Social Security tax on whatever they earn, and that means those who make over $102,000 a year too, that we would immediately have enough money in Social Security for the next 75 years to almost the 22nd century. There'd be enough money starting tomorrow. Why don't they tell us this? Why don't they tell us this? All we hear is Social Security's in trouble. Social Security's going to collapse. Why, we're going to run out by 2017, right? Right? That's all we've heard. We're going to run out by 2017. Yeah, that's because the rich don't have to pay. If they paid, we've got enough money to the 22nd century. Come on. And again, you're a Republican brother-in-law, your Republican neighbor, your Republican coworker. Please remind them tomorrow what Social Security would look like if the George Bush plan, his number one thing, remember after he said, I've got a lot of political capital after the Kerry election in 2004, the first thing he said we're going to do is we're going to take care of Social Security and we're going to privatize parts of it. We're going to have these Wall Street accounts. He was going to put Social Security in the hands of Wall Street 4 years ago. Remind your friends of this, please. Imagine what Social Security would look like tonight. We'd all be Lehman Brothers. Number 6, we have to change the way we do elections. The Canadians just called for elections on September 9th. The election is going to be October 14th. 5 weeks. It's crazy the way we do this. A lot of countries, most democracies, have their elections on the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, so more people can vote. They're not working, or they're not working as much. That's why our elections are on the first Tuesday of November, because they wanted to do it after the harvest was in. This was set up during when agriculture was the main employment of this country. And so first Tuesday, all the harvest would be in. And they did it on a Tuesday instead of a Monday because people go to church on Sunday, and then they wanted to give them a day to travel to get to the polls. So those would be like a couple days off. They wouldn't be working then. That's why it was set up on the first Tuesday. We need elections on the weekends, and we need to do it the way Canadians, Brits, Irish, French, Scandinavians, the way most of the Western democracies do an election. They do it with a piece of paper and a number 2 pencil. That's how they do their ballots. Do you realize this? When they vote in Canada on October 14th, they're going into the booth, and there's a paper and a pencil there. And they've got over 30 million people. They are able to count all these paper ballots in a matter of hours. And my friends, this is the second largest landmass in the world. They've got to bring ballots in by dog sled, canoe, baby seals. Canadians are here. There must be a Canadian or two. Am I telling the truth here? Right? That's right. A piece of paper and a pencil. Because at 8 o'clock, when the polls close, you dump all the ballots out on a big table in the middle of the gymnasium at the elementary school, and there's a poll watcher there from each of the 5 political parties that have full access to the debates and commercials and whatever. And because the Canadians are so crazy, they think that in a nation of 30 million people, 5 parties barely covers the broad spectrum of political thought and discourse in their country. But they have poll watchers there, and they watch and they see right there because the ballots are marked with a pencil, and they verify it right there, right then and there, and we need that. So I would like to see us get rid of these machines. I would like to propose that we start off this new century with a new pledge, something that I think is more in keeping with the America that we all believe in, and the America that we all would like to believe can be. So this is my pledge. And this is what I say when I am in those situations where you must rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Never a nice feeling either whenever, it's like the same thing like when you see the pickup trucks going down the road with the big American flags flying out the back. USA! USA! When you see that going down the highway, it doesn't say, hello, friends. I love all of you. That's why I have this big flag out the back of my pickup truck. It says love. Doesn't say that, does it? Sense of anger behind it. I don't really think that's what the Founding Fathers intended. So I'd like us to have this pledge. And this is what I would like our children to recite if they so choose. I pledge allegiance to the people of the United States of America, and to the republic for which we stand. One nation, part of one world, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ann Arbor. Go out and vote. Get involved. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.